Railroads Online Extended Edition Bundle is a railroad simulation game set in a vast open world inspired by the golden age of steam trains in the Americas. The anniversary update introduces the new Lake Valley map, customizable industrial building placement, additional structures, a locomotive, and a passenger car. Enhanced tutorials and an in-game wiki provide guidance on track construction, industries, and cargo management. Players design rail networks, build infrastructure, and transport goods to earn money, upgrade equipment, and grow their company. Multiplayer supports up to 16 players on 4 large maps, encouraging cooperative track building and train operations. Featuring detailed locomotives, realistic physics powered by Unreal Engine 5, and first-person interactivity with train mechanics, the game offers an immer. Let's now delve into the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, Railroads Online presents a unique blend of first-person simulation, track building, and locomotive management, particularly enjoyable in multiplayer mode. The game's expansive map and visually appealing Unreal Engine 4 graphics are praised, alongside its potential to deliver an engaging experience for railway enthusiasts. However, its early access status is evident in rough edges like sync issues, crashes, and a cumbersome track-laying system. Some appreciate the steady updates and developer dedication, while others express concerns over community management and development delays. Despite its promise, the game demands patience and time investment, making it best suited for dedicated players rather than casual gamers. Mixed reviews reflect both optimism for future improvements and frustration with current shortcomings. Skydance's Behemoth is a dark fantasy VR adventure set in the Forsaken Lands, a desolate kingdom steeped in tragedy. Players take on the role of Ren the Hunter, an outland warrior on a desperate quest to break a deadly curse afflicting both themselves and their village. The journey centers on confronting massive, monstrous behemoths, seemingly invincible creatures that hold the key to salvation. Offering an immersive experience with virtual physicality, the game takes players across 4 treacherous biomes, from icy tundras to perilous marshlands, filled with marauders and unspeakable dangers. Combat is visceral and unflinchingly brutal, requiring clever use of super strength and an arsenal of skills to defeat enemies and navigate epic battles against colossal foes in a world that challenges survival at every turn. And now we come to the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, Behemoth delivers a mix of strengths and weaknesses, resulting in polarized opinions. Its visual scale and atmospheric immersion earn high praise, especially for those playing on high-end PC VR setups. The game's sense of scale, particularly in the introduction and encounters with colossal behemoths, is often highlighted as breathtaking. Combat receives mixed feedback. Some find it visceral and engaging, while others criticize its floaty mechanics and lack of intuitiveness, particularly with two-handed weapons. The grappling hook mechanic is fun, but feels underutilized and restricted. While performance is smooth for most players, occasional stutters and crashes have been reported. Story and voice acting are divisive, with some feeling underwhelmed. Many agree it feels overpriced for its length and polish. For fans of Skydance's previous works, it may be worth exploring, but caution is advised. Dragon Eclipse is a strategy game that blends auto-battler mechanics with deck building, where players collect and evolve magical creatures called Mistlings. Each Mistling offers unique stats, abilities, and special cards, forming a dynamic team of 3 to battle an encroaching evil. As they grow and evolve, Mistlings unlock new powers, transforming from unassuming companions into formidable allies. Players experiment with setups, craft combos, and adapt their playstyle to unlock tougher challenges and rewards. The game features distinct tamers, each offering unique specializations that shape the course of a run. Limited exploration time due to the looming eclipse adds a layer of strategic decision-making. With every run, players unlock new Mistlings, cards, and difficulties, ensuring endless creative possibilities in the quest to become the ultimate tamer. Let's take a closer look at our next review. As observed by multiple reviewers, Dragon Eclipse offers a unique blend of roguelite deck building and monster collecting, drawing clear inspiration from Slay the Spire and Pokemon. Its innovative mechanics involve commanding Mistling creatures with independent abilities rather than directly attacking foes, creating a strategic layer in which cards support and amplify your team's strengths. This system encourages synergy building and experimentation, with evolutions and relic-equipped bonuses adding depth. However, the game's underpolished design detracts from its potential. Clunky user interface choices and inconsistent feedback hinder the experience, while a lack of challenge, especially for deck building enthusiasts, leaves it feeling too predictable. Limited content and ease of play diminish long-term appeal, but its core gameplay loop can be gripping in short bursts. For fans of the genre, Dragon Eclipse is a fresh yet flawed experience worth exploring, though it might not sustain engagement for extended play. Marvel Rivals is a superhero team-based PvP shooter, where players assemble iconic Marvel squads and strategize by combining powers to create unique team-up skills. Set in destructible, ever-changing battlefields, it offers fast-paced 6vs6 action across a deep roster of fan-favorite heroes and villains, from groups like the Avengers, X-Men, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Dynamic hero synergy allows for creative combinations of abilities, such as Rocket Raccoon teaming up with Groot or Hulk empowering Iron Man. The game features iconic, destructible environments like Asgard and Tokyo 2099, enabling strategic terrain manipulation. Regular updates introduce new heroes, maps, and challenges, ensuring an evolving Marvel multiverse experience. Let's now delve into the reviews. The reviewers are of the opinion that this game sets a new benchmark for hero-based multiplayer games, with its polished execution and player-friendly systems. Featuring over 30 characters available from launch, it eliminates gating and FOMO practices by offering a battle pass that never expires and a fair in-game currency exchange. Players appreciate its respect for their time and grind, blending casual fun with high-skill tactical depth. Each hero feels impactful and uniquely designed, offering significant gameplay variety even within similar roles. The game's aesthetic draws from classic comics and the MCU, enhanced by smooth animations and well-tuned gameplay. It's seen as an example of how to handle development and community trust right, with some considering it a sharp contrast to Overwatch's controversies. Widely praised for being engaging, complete, and innovative, it's considered an early success that raises the bar for live service titles. The game Highway Police Simulator is a dynamic experience that puts players in the role of an American highway patrol officer. Set in the fictional region of Kamanora, it combines story-driven gameplay with open-world exploration, offering a mix of action and strategic decision-making. Players can investigate crimes, conduct traffic stops, engage in high-speed chases, and solve cases, all while navigating a morality system that impacts the storyline and environment. With a variety of vehicles, including police cars and helicopters, and the ability to choose between casual and simulation modes, the game provides an immersive, and now we come to the reviews. Common feedback points to Buck Center on its overwhelming technical issues and unpolished execution, leading to widespread frustration. While early gameplay hints at potential with some enjoyable missions, performance problems dominate. Players report severe lag, broken dialogue sequences, missing animations, and erratic vehicle physics described as unresponsive and drunk-like. Cars veer uncontrollably, NPCs frequently glitch, and environmental graphics appear blurry and outdated. Critical bugs, like vehicles falling through terrain or sudden mission failures, compound the frustration. Despite initial promise, the game quickly becomes unplayable for many, who describe it as rushed and poorly tested. There's a clear call for developers to prioritize quality and avoid releasing incomplete games. In this exciting game, The Thing, Remastered, players must lead a US Special Forces rescue team, commanded by Captain J.F. Blake, to investigate the mysterious deaths of a scientific team at the Outpost 31 research facility in Antarctica. As they venture deeper into the frozen wastelands, they encounter a shape-shifting alien entity that kills and imitates its victims. With limited resources and mounting paranoia, players must manage their team's trust and fear levels, influencing their cooperation in the fight for survival. Featuring intense combat with an array of weapons, advanced lighting and textures, and dynamic gameplay choices, survival becomes a test of both skill and psychological strategy. Let's take a closer look at our next review. As observed by multiple reviewers, the remaster of this cult classic delivers a nostalgic return to a beloved 2002 title, showcasing an upscaled visual overhaul and improved performance. While it retains its eerie atmosphere, deep sense of mystery, and sense of exploration, it also presents some rough edges, including a clunky interface, occasional sound issues, and unexpected GPU strain. Despite its visual and gameplay improvements, like high FPS options and dynamic shadows, the game falls short in areas such as UI polish and audio mixing. Though it's a bit pricey for a 22-year-old game, it still provides an engaging and tense experience. Fans of the original will appreciate the updates, though the game could have benefited from more attention to detail. The game Boba Bros. The Whole is a psychological horror experience that unfolds as a relaxing evening with a beer and TV is interrupted by strange noises and mysterious holes in the walls. Set in a world rooted in inter-Slavic culture, the game offers a short but intense 40-minute narrative with fully voiced dialogue in the inter-Slavic language. The game features retro PS2-inspired graphics, capturing the nostalgic look and feel of early 2000s horror games. Rather than relying on jump scares, it builds tension through its oppressive atmosphere, psychological themes, and domestic horror, making for an unsettling yet immersive experience. Let's now delve into the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, this game takes a bold step forward from its predecessor with a dark, unsettling story that explores themes of trauma and abuse. The game's raw horror and intense atmosphere keep players on edge, with its unique mechanics, such as non-Euclidean geometry, adding to the surreal experience. While the narrative is heavy-handed in its portrayal of abusers and neglect, it aims to highlight the victim's struggles. The game's unsettling visuals, shifting environments, and eerie details immerse players in a suffocating yet oddly cozy atmosphere. Though short, the game inspires deep thought and invites multiple playthroughs to uncover hidden elements and better understand its message. Some find its brutal content difficult to digest, but many appreciate its ambition and the developer's growth in tackling meaningful controversial themes. Dauntless is a free-to-play co-op action RPG where players take on the role of slayers, defending the Shattered Isles from behemoths. Players hunt over 40 different monstrous creatures in thrilling boss fights, using strategy, skill, and teamwork. The game offers a variety of weapons, each with unique abilities, and allows players to craft and upgrade gear, using parts harvested from slain behemoths. With cross-play and cross-progression, slayers can team up and join guilds to face challenges together. The game features multiple modes including open-world hunts, roguelike escalations, gladiatorial trials, and seasonal gauntlet challenges, offering endless ways to customize characters and experience new content. Let's now delve into the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, the latest update to Dauntless has received significant backlash for numerous controversial changes. Weapons have been drastically reduced in variety, with many removed and replaced by those locked behind the battle pass, turning the game into a pay-to-win model. Loot boxes have been reintroduced, and the removal of cell fusion has restricted build diversity, with a confusing and less accessible new system. Additionally, cells are now single-use, limiting experimentation and forcing players to grind for replacements. Lantern abilities and escalation weapon abilities have been removed or limited, causing frustration for players seeking to maintain old strategies. The Battle Pass system has also been criticized for fostering FOMO, while the removal of older progression systems and cosmetic rewards has left long-time players feeling disillusioned. Many perks no longer stack, further limiting gameplay variety and synergy. Caves of QD is a science fantasy roguelike, set in a deeply simulated, biologically diverse world. Players explore a vast environment filled with sentient plants, ancient civilizations, and dynamic factions, each with its own allegiances and goals. The game features turn-based tactical gameplay, allowing for creative solutions to problems using mutations, implants, and artifacts. Players can embody unique characters with over 70 mutations and cybernetic upgrades, and choose between different modes such as permadeath, RPG-style play, or exploration-focused adventures. With more than 15 years of development, Caves of QD combines handcrafted and procedurally generated content to deliver a rich, ever-evolving experience. And now we come to the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, Caves of QD blends elements of roguelike and open-world RPG gameplay, offering an expansive, procedurally generated universe full of quirky, unpredictable encounters. Players explore a post-apocalyptic world with mutants, psychics, and unique species, navigating through vast, randomly generated maps filled with history, factions, and endless possibilities. The game's charm lies in its deep-thievery journey offers new stories, including bizarre encounters and humorous moments. While it can be overwhelming for newcomers, its flexible mechanics and frequent updates keep it fresh, making it a continually engaging experience for long-term players. It's a game that both challenges and delights with its unexpected twists. Deadside is a fast-paced survival shooter set in a post-Soviet apocalypse. Players explore a vast open world, gathering loot, building bases, and facing challenging NPCs. With 3 server types CPPP, PV and PvP, no-race players can engage in intense combat, raid bases, or enjoy a more relaxed experience. Base building is a key feature, with tools for creating secure fortresses, adding turrets, and using comfort items for gameplay boosts. Vehicles like boats, motorcycles and cars, along with a fast travel system, help players navigate the map. The combat system offers 32 customizable firearms and tactical options like tripwire traps and smoke grenades, providing a hardcore skill-based challenge. And now we come to the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, Deadside presents a realistic and visually stunning experience, thanks to the Unreal Engine, which makes it a visually appealing game even at lower settings. The atmosphere shares similarities with games like Miscreated Days and Escape from Tarkov, creating a constant sense of unease and tension as players never feel entirely safe. The building system has been praised for its ease of use, allowing players to easily place and adjust components, making base construction enjoyable. Weapon handling feels authentic, demanding careful aiming and strategy, with the ever-present danger of being caught off guard by NPCs or other players. Despite its strong foundation, some have criticized its lack of frequent content updates and unresolved bugs. Though Deadside shares features with other survival games, its potential is hindered by technical issues, making it less appealing for long-term play. Priest Simulator: Vampire Show is an action-packed mockumentary set in modern Poland, where players step into the shoes of a vampire priest on a mission to retrieve his lost baton and return to hell. To achieve this, players must battle hordes of Satanists, renovate the decaying church, and restore its splendor. Armed with a divine arsenal of 8 unique weapons, players can wield 2 weapons simultaneously and customize their playstyle using black metal to craft upgrades. The church, in desperate need of repairs, can be renovated using modern technology, boosting faith and unlocking new features like confessions and sermon. As the villagers face demonic possessions caused by cursed totems, the priest must perform exorcisms and resolve the chaos. A demo version, Heavy Duty, offers a glimpse of the full game's wild experience. And now we come to the reviews. Common feedback points to a unique, darkly humorous experience blending Polish culture with a bizarre vampire-themed narrative. Players take on the role of a Polish vampire who must build a church to avoid returning to hell, all while fending off Satanists. The game features smooth gameplay, engaging storylines, and quirky humor, with a creative mix of black humor and satirical religious themes. Its soundtrack and gameplay stand out, especially compared to other simulators. Despite some minor bugs, it offers a fresh, unconventional take on the simulator genre, making it highly recommended for those looking for something different. Black Dragon Mage is a dark fantasy action roguelite top-down shooter that blends bullet heaven mechanics with retro 16-bit visuals. Players take on the role of the Black Dragon Mage, hatching a dragon companion to aid in battle. The game features challenging enemy waves, intense boss fights, and an expansive variety of weapon upgrades and abilities. Each run offers the chance to experiment with different builds, including powerful RPG-style abilities and weapons like fireballs, icy orbs, and arcane beams. Death is part of the journey, offering opportunities for meta upgrades and increased power. Procedurally generated environments ensure each run feels unique, with dynamic hazards and power-ups to manipulate for strategic advantage. Let's now delve into the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game offers a limited experience with repetitive gameplay, lacking meaningful depth or variety. Despite solid pixel art and a functional upgrade system, the gameplay feels monotonous, with little impact from the available relics, attacks, or spells. The basic attack upgrades follow predictable patterns, and the relics often provide minimal enhancements. The game offers a basic loop of fighting enemies, collecting resources, and leveling up, but it struggles to keep players engaged. There's little strategic decision-making, as most upgrades are simply damage boosts. The game feels unfinished, with unclear progression and a lack of content. While some enjoy the potential for more, others find it underwhelming and unlikely to hold interest without significant updates. Entropy Survivors is a reverse bullet hell roguelike where players control a sword-wielding mech and a sharpshooting space frog simultaneously, battling the forces of entropy. Players must rely on the power of friendship and a vast array of over-the-top weapons to overcome challenges. The game features customizable builds, allowing players to create unique playstyles with options like a shotgun that can be thrown or a spear used for cooking. With both solo and online co-op play, the game offers dynamic, genre-bending action. Each 20-minute level presents vibrant alien landscapes, explosive combat, and an arcade-like atmosphere, offering a thrilling experience in the shoulders of Giant's universe. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Entropy Survivors offers an intense and chaotic take on the bullet hell and roguelite genres, featuring a variety of upgrades and weapon combinations. The game's customization, including froggy classes and mechs, introduces a compelling mix of passive and active abilities, encouraging players to experiment with different playstyles. However, the overwhelming visual effects and lack of clear guidance can be daunting for new players. While multiplayer achievements add replay value, some technical issues like visual bugs and difficulty in distinguishing enemies from effects have been noted. Despite its flaws, the game's potential shines through, especially during sales, offering a fun, high-energy experience with a lot of unlockables and room for variety. Waifu. Let's Get Cozy is a casual idle game where players receive a new waifu every 24 hours, some of which are ultra-rare. By tapping to increase affection levels through headpats, players unlock new waifus and build their collection. Each waifu has unique personalities and dialogues, ranging from Yanderis to goth GFS. Regular updates introduce new characters and features, ensuring players always have something fresh to discover. Waifus can also be traded on the Steam Community Marketplace with no additional fees, allowing for the acquisition of valuable ultra-rare or limited edition waifus. The game has low system requirements and runs smoothly on any device with minimal resource usage. Let's now delve into the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Waifu offers a highly immersive experience, blending adventure, deep lore, and non-linear storytelling in a realistic open world. The game's graphics are stunning, drawing players into its world, while its engaging gameplay mechanics make it both challenging and relaxing. The click-based mechanic, centered around collecting and maintaining waifus, has players hooked, creating a fun and rewarding cycle. Despite being free, it delivers significant content, including collectible Steam items. Many appreciate the constant updates and look forward to the game's growth. With its free price, no one would hesitate to recommend it. Highly rated by players, it promises fun, challenge, and a unique gaming experience, making it a must-try for fans of the genre.